Welcome to King of the Palace. I'm standing here with this week's bowlers. To my left, the returning champs who just mowed down the competition last week by 101 pins, the team of Sullivan and Bojarski. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And to my right, the number 3 seeds with a roll-off score of 1180, the team of Jay Semino and Deb Regan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What are your thoughts about going against the champs?
It's going to be a difficult one. Just got to bowl and see what happens.
Deb?
I'm all good with it. I'm all good.
I saw you standing there watching them throw it last week,
did.
and you were like, get it out of your system now,
like,
weren't you?
get it all out. Get it all out. You'll be good. You'll be fine.
Well, if they bowl like they did last week, you definitely get your work cut out for you. So.
Absolutely.
Well,
Two
good luck
great
to you.
bowlers.
Yeah, exactly. Dean, let's hear it.
It'll be a great match, but we're going to let the pins fall. That's it.
Oh, it was a little different. Oh, switching it up a little bit. And what are your thoughts bowling against them?
Just not going to let my partner down again.
You bowl like you did last week. You don't want to let anybody down. Well, great bowling. Good luck to you two. Good luck to you two. I'll see one team in the 11th box.
Welcome, everyone, to the King of the Palace, Season 7. Up first on Alley 4, we have Deb Regan.
Regan.
And Marilyn.
Semino.
Deb Regan and Jay Semino facing off against the reigning defending champions, Marilyn Bojarski and Dean Sullivan.
Wow. Good bid on that.
Marilyn's been bowling for 28 years. Her average is a 103. Her high single is a 166. Her high trip is a 399.
9 bucks for the champs, 10 bucks for the challengers. What's the handicap on this?
Scratch.
Scratch again.
Beautiful.
Deb's been bowling for 38 years. Her high average is a 102. Her high single is a 191. Her high trip is a 454.
What a ball.
And she drops a bomb.
Absolutely beautiful into the 1-3 pocket there. Absolutely crushes all 10. Marilyn left with the 1-2. Just squeezes by.
And with a 10 bucks. Thank you to all of our subscribers again. I'd like to reach 1,000 before the end of the season.
Absolutely.
I think we can hit it.
If you're watching right now and you haven't subscribed yet, it's as easy as pressing a button.
Yep, let us know where you're watching it.
Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, like the videos, all of the above.
Absolutely.
It's as easy as pressing a button, guys.
And you're hearing myself,
Oh,
Dennis
what a bid.
Nuzzo, and Dave Dorman.
I gotta tell you guys, it's an absolute honor to be here tonight.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing.
Very addictive, too. Once you do it once, you want to keep doing it.
I mean, it's a good time. I'm having fun so far. I like to hear myself talk, so can't complain, right?
Yep, I want to thank everybody out in YouTube land, local access, and Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. We cannot do what we do without you, and of course the bowlers that make it everything possible. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, North End Mazda Subaru. Visit buynorthend.com.
Great ball by Deb.
Or
there.
visit them in person and see Marty Babineau and his excellent sales staff of new or pre-owned Mazda or Subaru. Also, go to YouTube, type in Watch Me Suck at Bowling, and see my good friend George do parodies on Candlepin bowling, duck pin bowling, and, of course, 10-pin bowling.
Boy, that's a tough leave on alley 4 there. What are you guys thinking? I'm thinking the cap on the left there, try to spin everything into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, just missed. No problem.
Want to give our well
Grab that
wishes
10.
to the normal third man in the box, Mr. Steven Bronchuk. He's fighting a good fight, and I talk to him on a regular basis, and he was actually really distraught that he really wanted to be here today, and he couldn't.
He's here in spirit.
Yep.
Absolutely. I'm sure if someone punches through the middle, I'm sure we can throw up a how does that happen? just for him one time.
Thank you to Terry Culp watching from Canal, Winchester, Ohio.
Look at that action.
Ooh, right down the middle of the plate, and Maryland just got.
It's a tough lead for Deb off a really nice pocket hit there.
Yeah.
Parallel pins, leading the 4, 5, 7, 8.
Not good wood helping her out either.
No.
I would try to avoid that wood completely. Maybe try throwing a pin off the wall there. Oh, looks like she's going that way. Oh,
Nice
wow,
bid on it.
nice
Great
pick.
try by
Nice
Deb.
try.
Just looking to clean this up for a 10. And she does.
Puts them at 57 through 5. And an 8 box puts the champs at 45 through 5. So 12-pin lead for the challengers going into the second half of the stroke.
Up now on alley 4, the returning champ, Mr. Dean Sullivan. He's been bowling for 45 plus years. His average is a 115. His high single is a 193. His high trip is a 450.
And Dean's been on an absolute tear this summer, winning every single tournament there is out there. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch him.
When he's on, he is definitely on.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of talk in the Candlepin community about the shirt that he chooses to wear when he bowls in tournaments.
The tank top?
The Magic tank top. I'm sure he's rocking that underneath his.
It probably is. I think he got it from
underneath
a
his
gypsy.
shirt.
On alley 3, Jason Simino.
It's gotta be something that he's doing.
Yeah, his
It's gotta be that good luck charm.
Well, bowlers are very superstitious, so
Oh, absolutely.
Jason's been bowling for 30 plus years. His average is a
just
118.
missed there.
His high single is a 180. His high trip is a 451.
Dean with an 8 box. Puts them at 53 through 6.
Wait for that wood to settle down on lane 3. Take a shot at that 10. And he's right on top
All
of
over
it. Didn't even need the wood.
Nope. Brandon Kyle says, as a 10-pin bowler, I don't mind the jokes. There you go. They're pretty hilarious.
Hey,
he
you
says.
gotta keep it loose out here.
I mean-
Otherwise, you know.
I'll say it and say it again. This isn't your grandpa's TV show.
You gotta try. Like I said, you gotta try and keep it loose. Otherwise, you know, we don't want to sound too professional up here.
Absolutely not.
You gotta keep the viewers
We've been doing
entertained.
this for 7 seasons. I don't think I've sounded professional once.
I think entertainment is the main goal out of these.
I mean, come on now. I mean, you're talking about like.
Oh, great try by Dean there.
You're talking about throwing a ball through a hoop with no grease, or a stripper pole, or the flux capacitor, or
Nice
Great shot by Jay. Great read on that double wood there.
just like to have fun with it.
You have to.
It's a show for bowlers by bowlers, and it's just like it's kind of like when you're in the league and the guys are goofing around and just yapping. That's what I wanted.
It keeps the atmosphere nice and loose. It keeps the bowlers loose. I mean, if you're joking around with the commentators, it keeps the commentators loose.
Yeah.
And even when Mike Moore was here, he had a great time. And he did it for how many years?
Oh, there it is.
How does
that happen, Steve Bronchuk? You throw the ball 60 feet down the alley, you hit your object pin, and you get that.
5-pin fill for Semino.
Let's see if Dean can't work his magic.
Oh,
Good play, though.
Yeah.
Take a wing each time.
I mean,
Oh, what a shot.
Great shot by Jay there.
Simino came to play today.
I'll ask you guys, if you're faced with the spread eagle, what are you looking to do? You looking to split the 2-4 or the 3-6, or are you looking to throw something off the wall there?
I usually try to split the 3-6.
If you come in thin, you got a better chance of throwing something to the other side. So
I vary. I mean, I'll go for the 3-6, usually for the right-hand side, and then every once in a while I'll go off to the left side. Oh,
What a
Dean
ball
wrecks a
by
rack.
Dean.
I'll go off the left side and see if I can't kick something off the wall.
Absolutely.
I think it all depends. For me, is how I'm bowling that night. If I'm accurate,
Yep.
then I will go to the left. If I'm off, then I'll shoot the right and spray and pray.
Also, the house that you're bowling in can help a lot too. If you know the house that you're bowling in has more active sidewalls,
Yeah.
try to throw something off the sidewall, maybe get some pin action going too.
Isn't that right, Patch? Oh, wait a minute. Never mind.
Jay looking to clean this up. He's able to grab one for an $8.
Chopping some wood on that one. Thank you to JMRS Platt. We miss you, Steve. Jonathan Mosbeck. JB Small 77 said it's not the same without Steve. Looking forward to the next one. Watson 956. Ninja Warrior. Halo Gami. Get well soon, Steve. Thank you to everyone.
I mean, it's unbelievable that, when I started the show and Steve was like
Great ball by Jay there.
the first one, the first commentator besides myself on the show, and all the stuff that he was saying and stuff like that, and it would drive me badass crazy,
Yeah. Oh,
Great
nice
shot
shot,
by
dude.
you. Splitting the 1-3 beautifully there to pick up that spare.
And some of the stuff that his terminology that he would say and says and stuff like that, and we just shake our head, and it comes to find out that, the outpouring of respect and love for the man shows that, it's a family.
It shows that he's doing something right and he's keeping the people entertained,
Yep.
which is absolutely the most important thing.
It might be a different story if you ever seen him wear his flag shorts. I'm just saying.
Well, when you're sitting behind the booth, you don't know what we're wearing. Oh
Wow.
So what do we got, Dennis? After one string,
After one, Sullivan and Bajarski at 109. Semino and Regan at 121.
beautiful.
12
Challengers
pin
up 12 pins after one string. After coming off that massive 400 plus the first week, the champions are a little bit slow coming out of the gate.
lead. Yeah, they need to pick it up.
You got to pick it up a little bit.
Up now on alley 4, Maryland. She comes out of her home alleys are Millis, Ryan's Family Amusement.
Oh, look at this work. Here
She
we go.
also bowls at Central Park Lanes.
Help her out.
Deb's home alleys are Exeter.
Here comes the wood. Here comes the cavalry.
Oh,
Ah.
I think I might have wanted that piece of wood. Well, maybe not.
Actually, no. With the way the wood's sitting now, it's not bad.
Oh, there you go.
I like playing the 5 and trying to catch a piece of the cap too on the way by. Just missed. Pick up this single pin for a 10. Just squeaks by on the left side for a 9.
If you want King of the Palace in your neck of the woods, Dennis, tell them what they got to do.
Bribe a congressman?
Oh, no. Or a soon-to-be judge.
Hey.
Contact your local public access provider. Tell them you want King of the Palace. You sign a piece of paper. It doesn't cost you anything. Basically, the piece of paper is just saying that you want King of the Palace in your neck of the woods. And they contact us, and we stream it to them,
Great
and they
try
air it
by
for you.
ML.
And again, they pick the day and time that they air it. We do not. So if you have any complaints about that, you talk to them.
But they won't be complaining. If they know the date and time, just tune in.
Exactly.
And if you can't tune in, just hit that record button on your DVR.
Or go to YouTube.
Or go to YouTube.
Yeah, a lot of the TV. I'm going to tell you what. I have a big screen TV at my house, and normally I don't watch my own show. I've never watched it until I was messing around on my phone, and it came up on my TV, and it was a totally different experience.
I got to tell you, the advancement of technology has made watching YouTube shows like this
Yeah.
so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, even with a smart TV, you can just go to, the YouTube button and type it in, King of the Palace.
Absolutely.
And it comes up.
It couldn't be easier in 2018 to watch this show than it is right now.
Right.
So many different ways.
I mean, you look at it back in the day when they had all the old Candlepin TV shows, it was just on Channel 5. Now with technology, King of the Palace is viewed around the world, as well as all the old Candlepin TV shows.
Anytime, any place, anywhere, you can fire up the YouTube machine and watch King of the Palace. It's a beautiful thing.
He's not even the MK. Wow. Deb filling the spare right now. Nice head pin hit.
Right down the middle of the plate.
Wow. Should have been better than that.
I'll tell you what, though, the champs need to step up their game pretty quick.
Yeah.
Semino and Regan are throwing very good balls right now.
Yeah, they're running out of time.
Challenge is box to box, up 14 pins.
Oh,
there's
great
another
shot
mark.
by Deb. Right on the object pin, pushing everything back into those pins. That would definitely help her a lot. A great 10 by ML as well.
Freddie Stone said, I met Dennis in Manchester, New Hampshire at Lakeside Lanes for a handicap tourney. What a great guy and a class act. The pleasure was all mine. Keep up the great work at King of the Palace. I remember him.
Really, who's your stand-in?
A beautiful ball by
I
ML.
put on a good act.
Tough leave off that great head pin hit. Right in the 1-2 pocket for ML.
You know, Deb's ball is actually working perfect. She's not throwing it hard.
Right.
And she's accurate.
Oh, right there. Just missed.
It's hard to tell yourself to slow down when you're bowling poorly.
Yep.
But sometimes that's all it takes.
Yep.
You slow down your approach, you slow down your ball speed just a little bit, and it makes a world of difference.
Absolutely. Sometimes you need
become
a
more-
person to tell you to do it.
Yeah. And if you're stubborn, like most bowlers are, it's hard to listen to people,
Yeah.
especially when you're bowling poorly.
Pair of nines. So at the half, Sullivan and Bajarski at 52, Semino and Regan at 59. 19-pin lead for the challengers halfway through the match.
Up now on alley 4, Sims. He bowls out of leader lanes on the RFA A League. His favorite shot is a single with a plank, and his least favorite shot is the spread eagle. Oh, this is going to be a tough pickup right here. Oh, got a little easier.
Break.
Getting easier. I feel like every bowler's favorite shot is a single with a plank. Here comes Dean's favorite shot, 10-pin with a plank.
Oh,
A lot of action, though.
I was
Really a
surprised
lot
he
of
went to the
action.
outside of that.
Yeah. Spare
And
for Dean.
That last shot that
Great
Jay
10
threw,
by
I
Jay.
probably would have gone to the inside of that pin and see if I couldn't shoot
The
that.
ball over.
Oh, the deadwood
Yeah.
over.
absolutely try to shoot that pin over.
That's the one thing I love about Candlepin bowling. You get to play with all the down wood, but you never guaranteed a shot.
No, absolutely not.
You know.
YouTube has made it easy for you guys to watch it. They'll notify you when your subscriptions have new videos up.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. Only 5 on the mark for Dean.
That's another tough leave off a very good head pin hit.
Wow.
But they gained 5 back, so the lead's only 14 now for the challengers.
That's another great thing about Candlepin bowling. It's never over until the last box.
Yep.
Never over.
Until you're mathematically out of it, you always have a chance.
You've got to grind out every
So you're
single
saying
box.
that there's a chance.
Absolutely.
After 7, Sullivan and Bajarski at 75, Semino and Regan at 78. 15-pin lead for the challengers. Going for the last 3 boxes.
And just want to let everybody know, on October 27th, the 80% handicap
Oh, what a break for
world
Jay.
title will be on the line.
We still didn't find out who the champ was.
Who's the champ?
Let me look it up. It's been so long, I always forget.
Could it be Dean Sullivan?
I think it might be.
I mean, he's won everything else.
Except for the scratch. He's never been the scratch champion.
Great shot by Jay there. Not yet. You haven't had a scratch yet for season 7, so give him time. He'll definitely be there.
Oh, that was the summer edition. I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at the summer edition.
Figures it was a squirrel.
Big 8-pin fill for Jay on that spare. Leaving himself with the 6-7. I don't know if that wood's going to help him or hurt him there. Try to play it as if the wood isn't even there.
You know, it's fun.
Maybe try to cut it over.
You know, it's funny, running the show and stuff like that, and things go wrong, and they give me the evil eye.
It's
what a shot.
What a shot by Jay. Didn't even see that one there. Plays the wood all the way to the left, gets everything to slide over to the right. Take that 6-pin out. Absolutely beautiful.
That's what kills me. The beeping noise. I get the stink eye from everybody. What's that beeping noise?
It's tough to be the owner and one of the commentators, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah.
It's a thankless job.
It is. It is.
Somebody's got to do it, right?
Yep. And you know what the funny thing is it'll probably never get me in the Hall of Fame.
You never know.
Because I don't believe in those organizations.
You never know. Another great ball by Jay. Leaving himself with the 2-4-10.
Dean wrecks a rack.
He's got a piece of wood that could help him on this. If he decides to slide it over into the 2-4, the ball should take the 10. He's going for it. Just missed it. A little bit too high on the wood.
I think he might have played the wood on that one.
He was definitely going to play the wood.
I mean, not the wood, the pins. Try to slide it over.
Tough 8-box.
Matching 121s. Puts the 242 for 2.
Dean can cut into the deficit here with another mark. Big time. Maybe make it a 13-pin deficit going into.
Score on the first ball.
Wow, 6 fill.
6 fill.
Puts them at 108 for a 2-string total of 217 to 242 for the challengers. So 25-pin lead for the challengers going into the 3rd string.
Still very much doable for the champions.
Yeah, long way to go.
Absolutely.
If they
Things can change. Things can turn on a dime in Candlepin bowling.
That's who it is. Dan Chenard.
sorry, Dan. Deb on alley 4.
Oh, look at the late help coming in.
And Mel all over the head pin.
Deb's got the 1-3-10.
Deb's favorite shot is the 5-pin. Her least favorite shot, again, a spread eagle.
But it's such a pretty
Nice
shot when
shot.
it goes. I don't understand why it's people's least favorite shot.
Probably because it's one of the hardest shots to pick up.
But I tell you, it's pretty when it goes.
Yeah.
Just like the half Worcester as well. Pretty when it goes.
Spare for Deb and 9 box for Maryland.
When Deb is not bowling, she's a hairstylist. And she wants to give a shout out to her grandbabies, Zachary, Addie,
Oh, look at that work. There
Good
it
body on a
is.
strike.
London,
Backdoor.
Parker.
Absolutely beautiful working ball for Deb.
Head pin was the last to go, but it all looks the same on paper.
Yep.
Beautiful.
That just put their lead up to 36 pins box to box.
Ooh, that pin was about to go. It just
Yeah.
came back and
The wood coming off the wall. Stop that wood that's crawling right up behind the head pin from taking it out.
Only 10 bucks.
Got to get those pins.
So champs need to step it up.
yeah, they do. They came out like a house of fire last week. Now they're kind of like running on fumes.
They couldn't miss the first week. They get maybe a little bit of a hangover from that amazing first
Oh, is
week.
she gonna double it up?
Almost did.
Railing off to the left.
Leaves the MK right. Deb has just a 10 pin to pick up for a spare.
See how accurate she can be.
Just
Puts
missed.
9 in the strike though.
Nice 19 on us, right? That'll help the total out.
There's what you wanted to do.
Always easier the second time around.
That's for sure. And a 10 for Maryland.
You'd be surprised what you could do with that third ball that you couldn't do on that second ball.
Third ball is very
It's
important
amazing.
too.
Absolutely. Every pin is important.
Box to box, the champs are down 45 pins with 7 boxes to go.
Don't like to count people out, so
No,
definitely not going to count out the champs.
Nope.
Wow.
After
Look
watching
at this.
the
Look at
Here it
this
comes.
disaster.
Here they come. Here comes the late help for her.
Wow.
Oh, that's a lot of junk on the deck, though, for her. I like the way Deb's Wood set up, though, right behind the 1-3 there. The 1-2, sorry. Just squeaks by the 2 pin.
Maryland plays the 7 pin, touches both of those, it should go. Went the other way. 8 box for Deb.
Ooh, 8 bucks for ML.
Box for Maryland. Still 45 pins.
The ball clipped the wood in the gutter before it hit the 7 pin. There, ergo, that 7 pin, no good.
That's right, boy. If you hit something in the dead wood in the gutter and then take something out, it does not count.
Deb off to the right.
Sometimes
Maryland
the
off to the right.
disadvantage in Candlepin bowling is that the pins in the gutter are still there for every ball you throw.
Yep.
So
Duck pin and 10 pin there, yeah, cleared away.
that can kind of play with your head when you're going for a single pin in the corner and you have a piece of wood in the gutter. It can sometimes mess with your mind.
Yes.
Yeah, very much so. Deb's going to set up the partner real nice. Nice little half.
Oh, what a great try for a 10 there, though.
Oh,
Great 10 by ML.
After 5, Sullivan and Bojarski at 47, Semino and Regan at 65. 43 pin lead for the challengers going into the last 5 boxes of the match.
Dean's
Definitely
going to
gonna
need
be
to
tough.
turn it on.
Yeah.
But if you've watched in the past, you know Dean is capable.
Drop of a hat.
Yep. Light him up.
Absolutely.
As he says, throw the ball at the pins fall.
He knows.
Dean on alley 4. When he's not bowling as construction foreman, he enjoys hunting, fishing, and his family, and he wants to say thank you for everybody for watching.
What a guy.
Right down the middle of the plate.
Oh,
What a
good
disaster
ball.
area.
He's getting some work, though, from those pins. Oh,
Jesus, who's is better?
Oh, Jay's is right now.
I like the way his wood is setting up, though.
When Jay's not bowling, he is an accountant.
Oh, what a shot.
What a pickup. That was
read
a
on the
great
right
shot.
Wood can absolutely be an advantage to anybody at any time. If you can read it correctly, play the shot, it's an easy game.
Nice 10 box.
Jay said he wants to see more 3-man teams, another women's event, and more mixed events.
We can arrange 2 of those 3.
We can arrange all of them. It all depends on the interest.
Yeah, well,
I don't know how I would do a 3-person one.
it'd have to be 2 strings, obviously.
That would be
But the prize money would be garbage because you got to split three people a team. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
unless you had a ton of people.
right. Dean tosses 7 on his mark.
I'd personally like to see another women's ladder.
I would too. It all depends on if they come out or not.
Absolutely.
And I don't understand why they don't.
About a dozen women said they were going to show up here and only 5 showed up. That's what we're dealing with. No one wants to come down. And you can't have a tournament without bowlers. And you know, I was the biggest promoter for a women's ladder. And then twice, you know, we didn't get a great turnout. But you can't have a turnout like that and expect to have the tournament to keep going. 'Cause you can't pay anybody. There's going to be no prize money. And then no one's going to come because there's no prize money. So
Right.
It's a double-edged sword.
Great ball by Dean there.
What's your thought, Dave?
You know, if you want the women's game to grow and prosper, show up to the events. That's my thought. I would like to see more women's events.
I would love to as well. That's why we gave them the format.
I mean, me personally, my wife is a bowler. She's coming up next week. I'm going to be, obviously rooting for her hard, and I'd like to see her do more of these, to get on TV more, get that exposure. And that goes the same for all the women in the Candlepin world.
Yep.
I'd love to see you guys get that exposure, get out there. Have a month or two of this season dedicated to you guys. It would be fantastic to see.
I know Jess Stockton wants to defend her title.
Yes, she does.
Just come out and try it.
And some of the women don't know this, but the regular King of the Palace tournaments, the 80%, the scratch, the regular tag team, women are welcome to it. It's not just men only.
Absolutely.
Women can come in and try out the same thing. We used to have a lot of women that come out and try and then they stop for some reason. I don't know why.
Look at this work look at that work.
7 wins mark, puts him at
Great
90.
Want to give a shout out to our sponsors one last time. North End Mazda Subaru. Visit buynorthend.com.
Oh, that 4-pin is
See them in person. And Marty Babineau's excellent sales staff
Great read again by Dean.
on a new or pre-owned Mazda or Subaru. Also, go to YouTube, type in Watch Me Suck at Bowling, and see my good friend George do parodies on Candlepin bowling, duck pin bowling, 10-pin bowling, and just about
nice
anything
shot.
else.
Great shot by Jay. Great read on that wood.
I want to thank everybody out on YouTube land, local access, and Facebook for tuning in and watching the King of the Palace. We cannot do what we do without you. Want to thank Dennis and Dave, the FATV, the OEPD, wishing Steve well wishes. Oh,
And that
I'm
does
just keeping his seat warm until he gets back.
that's what we're trying to do, man. We're just trying to plug and play.
that ball officially did it. So we'll have new tag team champs when it's all said and done.
Jay with the 1-2-10.
You know, for all the times,
Oh, great try. Just missed.
for all I can say is this, for all the times that Dean Sullivan has done the King of the Palace, I do not think he's ever repeated.
But he has won a lot.
Yes, he has.
And he'll continue to win, too.
I want to say congratulations to Jason Simino and Deb Regan.
Very good.
Thank you. I learned. Only took me 3 times. For defeating Dean Sullivan and Marilyn Borjanowski.
Marilyn Brajarski.
That's what I
Close.
said.
That was close. That's okay.
It's the J in the middle.
Yeah.
Bajarski.
So after 3, Sullivan and Brajarski at 110 for a 3-string total of 327. Semino and Regan with a 123 for a 3-string total of 365. Sullivan and Bajarski had 6 spares and 2 strikes. Semino and Regan had 10 spares and 2 strikes. So spares tell the difference right there.
Absolutely fantastic match. It was great to watch from here. Guys, thank you very much for having me here this week.
It's
welcome.
our pleasure, man. Thank you for tuning in for Season 7. Now, let's go meet the winners in the 11th box with the Nuz.
Welcome to the 11th box. I'm standing here with the new winners. Knocked out the previous champs with a score of 365 to 327. Deb Regan and Jay Semino. Great bowling.
Thanks. Threw a great ball. I was really happy with it, and Jason carried on the end, and we did it together. We both did what we had to do.
Absolutely. The thing with a tag team is your partner can either help you or bury you.
Absolutely. We both thrown a great ball. That's how I feel about it. Yep.
Yeah, you look good. You look real good.
I had one backdoor strike, but hey,
It all looks the same on paper, you know.
that's right.
Jay, what are your thoughts on the match?
I knew it was going to not be easy, and she bowled really well. That's the most important thing. So a leadoff bowler bowling well like she did, it set the tone.
Exactly.
So I could just hopefully follow her footsteps. So
And a lot of people don't realize that third ball is so important because you pick up those pins and it could cost you a match.
and it adds up.
And you've been around in the league. You know what it
I
is.
watched him throw against the 147, and I'm like, what is he going to do? What is he going to do? Because I bowled with Babe and Mike Poulin, and if I ever went for the 1 and didn't go for those 2 pins, he would have killed me. Both of them would have. So I'm like, he's going to do it. He's going to. And he threw for the 2. I'm like, yay!
Smart bowling.
Absolutely. That's what you're supposed to do. Pinning.
Pinning is all the game's about. Absolutely. So next week, it's not getting any easier because you're facing the number 2 seeds with a roll-off score of 1191. Matt Susi and Kelly Dorman, 2 newcomers to the show. So I'll see everyone then.